first start of the year for Cameron. And Alexander Cool, off of that bad ankle injury, the series leaning towards Xavier. They won both games last year. And here at the Smith Center, a one-point victory for the Musketeers. Musketeers open in a man-to-man. Cool against Johnson. They're going to send the ball to the post early and often to Alexander Cool.
Well, they did two things right off the bat there. They got it inside the Cool, and we talked about getting Masharikov. He cut to the basket, both looking for each other.
Foul against Darnell Williams, the junior from Brooklyn. See Turbe, the freshman. Cool with the follow shot.
Well, Turbe made the good move inside to create some offense with the offensive rebounds.
Williams the other way, and the Musketeers attack after the made bucket. And Rogers faces the pressure by himself. The three for Cameron. Now they're going to call that a deuce. So Cameron hits his first.
But GW happy, number one, that Shante Rogers can break the pressure by himself. That means you're going to have a 3-on-2 the other way, and an open shot with Cameron.
Hands by Cool to tip it away. Are you surprised the freshman Turbe is checking Braggs early?
No, much more aggressive and emotional GW team. After that horrendous loss up in Amherst, they're now emotionally in it from the start.
Williams with the three. Johnson, the big wide body, can't get it to go. Cameron with the rebound.
Johnson was looking for Alexander Cool.
Rogers lets it fly.
Xavier in your home building to get the quick lead.
Rogers a 37% shooter from the three-point arc. Lumpkin has a size advantage. Freshman Turbe with the loose ball. 2 minutes into this game, Colonials up by 5, 7-2. Cool once again in the post. T.J. Johnson playing the glass, averaging 7 and 3, and the whistle goes against GW, goes against Iturbe, the freshman out of Spain by way of Frederick, Maryland.
Well, the freshman Iturbe on Saturday against Tyrone Weeks, the fifth-year student, it was the teacher and the student, and Iturbe just got taken to class. It was just a mismatch inside. He's trying to be more aggressive and to find Braggs and body him up.
Lumpkin. They get it to go. The ball tipped away by Masharikov into the hands of Williams. Musketeers convert. Reaching foul on Lumpkin. Now you see the matchup can go either way. When Lumpkin has the ball offensively, we'll get to that in a second. Taking a look at the follow shot by Xavier, crashing the boards early.
Well, they have a lot of guys that can rebound the basketball, and Darnell Williams is a very good athlete, slasher, offensive rebounding. Xavier will be all over the glass.
Kind of a lazy pass to Cool, who converts.
Good sign. They got Cool off 4 early points, 4 for 6 from the floor. Good shooting by GW early.
GW in a man-to-man. Williams, this is Braggs. Eddie Brown on the baseline. In the paint, Williams. That's the goaltender on Cool, no doubt about that. 6 points now for Darnell Williams.
One thing obvious, Xavier much quicker with the basketball. People open inside, and that's definitely coming down at Alexander Cool trying to be aggressive, but that's definitely a goaltender.
Rogers looking to break the pressure, has a 3-on-2 break. A 3 for Cameron. Nothing but air.
Well, he's starting for that reason on the 3-2 fast break. He's going to get open jumpers. He made one, that one an air ball.
Johnson against Cool, the drop step. Second missed layup of the game for Johnson.
But excellent bodying on Cool. The quickness to use the baseline. He'll make that. That was a wide open shot. But that's good motion by Johnson using his quickness.
Rogers against Lumpkin. It's a matchup we want to keep an eye on throughout this game. Masharikov gets fouled on the way up by Williams. That's the second on Williams, and Skip Prosser has the best sixth man in the A-10, but he'd like to keep Williams out of foul trouble.
Oh, definitely. The way they play, the style up and down, the aggressive defense. Skip Prosser would like to have as many people as he could, and Darnell Williams picks up the second. But that's all Masharikov with the big body at 6'8". Spin dribble, get into his range, and get a foul.
Masharikov is a 74% free throw shooter, leads the Colonials in scoring. Can't get it to go. His game has been elevated this year. They've moved him from the 4 to the 3, which he feels is his natural position.
Well, they have a chance to do that with Iturbe coming in as a freshman, the wide body, playing for Mike Jarvis right now.
And the 6'8 junior from Ohio, James Posey, into the game for the Musketeers. Lumpkin against Rogers to Lenny Brown. Ground check by Kemmerer. Posey against Masharikov. That's a great matchup in the Atlantic 10. And inside, the call goes against Braggs. As Iturbe and Braggs did a little bumping down there.
Iturbe is not going to be intimidated by Braggs. Has the good position in there, and the shove with the right arm of Braggs. Good call, good positioning by the freshman Iturbe.
And the pressure by Posey forces a turnover. And I don't think Mike Jarvis wants Iturbe handling the ball on that pressure.
Larry, you're totally right. They want him out of there. But a good job by Xavier to deny Rogers the basketball. Let someone else for GW handle the ball.
Lenny Brown in the corner. Here's the matchup. Lumpkin. It's Rogers now down low Braggs. Fight for the ball. Kemmerer and Braggs. And ball will be Xavier's when we return. Heated action early. Colonials by 4 at the Smith Center. Back in just a moment.
Rollerblade demands hypersonic speed. When they require fanatical performance. When they crave unfathomable feats. They get it on a Dell computer. In fact, Rollerblade uses Dell computers every day. What can we build yours to do? Call, and for just $19.99, we'll build you this Dell Dimension XPS with a 233 megahertz Intel Pentium 2 processor, 32 megs of SD RAM, 4.3.
If your company counts on reliable computer networks, partner with Time Bridge Technologies for complete network system and application solutions. Dial 888-402-1300.
Select IT. One call does it all. If you're a federal employee with an impact card and need IT product fast, call Select IT at 1-888-881-8856 for a 2-day delivery guaranteed.
This is HTS. Ready to play. What's on HTS? Get online to get ready to play. HTS Online.
Login confirmed.
www.htsonline.com.
We need your help. I need your help. We need money for research. It may not save my life. It may save my children's lives. It may save someone you love.
To help keep Jimmy V's dream alive, please call 1-800-4-JIMMY-V. Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
For GW early, Xavier always comes ready to play. And we saw Saturday, GW was not ready. They weren't physical. But right here, Conrad is not worried about Braggs. And Braggs is a tough, mean kid in the Atlantic 10 basketball-wise. And Conrad just stayed right with him. That's a good sign from Mike Jarvis and his staff.
Lumpkin leads for Johnson. A lot of contact, no call. Rogers now with it. Little man with the left.
Rogers went all the way. He blocked the shot down there. Might have fouled him. It looked like a foul. I think Skip Prosser just got a technical because that last play with T.J. Johnson looked like two people took a swat at him. No foul call. I think they just teed up Skip Prosser. That's a bad tee because Xavier had the basketball. They're going to lose the basketball, too.
15:32 to play in the first half, and no doubt about it, a lot of contact on the offensive end. Last time Xavier had the ball, the Skip had the point. Rogers misses a free throw. He's an 81% free throw shooter this year.
But the one thing Rogers did so well when he got the rebound, went coast to coast. No one stopped him, and it's very difficult to do. You're trying to pick up his dribble. It's difficult. Maybe two guys flying at him. Skip Rogers saying, what did I do? What did I call?
Well, it's going to be a physical game. It's been that way from the opening tip. Colonials up by 7. Sherikoff working against Posey. Could be a matchup somewhere else in about 4 years. Rogers. Cameron. Iturbe stripped inside. Great defense by T.J. Johnson.
Good ball movement by GW to use the perimeter offense and try to get the ball inside, but it's stripped.
Now Gary Lumpkin walks it up. Now do you figure Lumpkin will post up Rogers somewhere along the way?
A lot of people don't do it because Rogers is fairly strong. He's so quick when the ball goes in there to steal the basketball. They don't mess around with that too much.
Pulled there for the board after the errant shot by Brown. Sherikoff fires the 3. Another board inside for T.J. Johnson. And open Lenny Brown.
Good job by George Washington to get back on defense, slow Xavier down, make them force them to go in a half-court offensive set.
Drags us up. Cameron slapped in the face by Braggs that time, and a whistle for the ref as Cameron goes down. Aaron Hand, I don't think that's a bad call really, because the hand was flying through the air and Cameron walked into the hand of Braggs. So that's a mighty big hand.
Larry, we talked about it. These are the two big guys in the West. Last year they were 1-2. As you see, maybe a little blood there on the lip. They were 1-2 in the West, and there still are the Giants. But remember, Albert, Purnell, and Dayton have come into play. But you're seeing two physical teams so far right now.
Yeah, a little blood from the mouth of Seiko Camara. And his face met the hand of Braggs right there.
Whoa, a little stop. You a little stunned for a second, like boxing, right?
Yeah.
You're a boxing commentator.
Where's the cut man here, Eddie? Good no call, really. A hand was in there, just looking for the basketball, and found Cameron's face.
Hey, guards are not supposed to go in there too much. If you go in there, you better be ready to take some shots.
No, unintentional, but you don't go to the scorecards, right?
No.
Xavier 3 of 10 so far, 30% in the early going. And Cameron's going to take a sit while that blood stops the flow. Into the game, Andre Krivonos for GW. 6'4" sophomore from Belarus. And what do they lose, or what do they gain with that switch?
Yeah, Krivonos is a good shooter, too, and they'll get the same shot. He's probably a better defender than Camara. So they'll work on the defense end a little bit better for GW.
Krivonos.
That's a walk.
Can't get up where it's a walk. That's right. Turbe with it. Bumping, grinding.
Skip Rogers in amazement on that one.
Rogers went into no man's land there, and the ball stolen by Lenny Brown. Colonials 56% versus the Musketeers 30. Darnell Williams forces it up. Good hands by Braggs. Stein over cool to get that basketball, but can't save it.
Well, Xavier likes to defend you, get steals, turnovers, and score the basketball. They're not as good in the half-court set, and GW is making it a half-court game so far.
Krivonos. Long rebound to Darnell Williams for Xavier. Posey. Slashing. And a whistle goes against GW.
That is unselfish basketball by Xavier. On the fast break, 3 people touch it. Braggs makes the nice look, and then he slashes past 2, cuts off 2 Colonial defenders, and Sherikoff picks up the foul.
James Posey, a 2-time Atlantic 10 Player of the Week this year, an 84% free throw shooter. And there are pro scouts salivating over James Posey.
Well, he's 6'8". He can handle the basketball. A little story when he was in high school. As a sophomore, he was 6'2", then played the guard position. Well, he just grew 6 inches and is still a guard's mentality, and he can do it all. And there's a large upside to this young man.
Hits them both. Into the game for GW. is Pat Gonba, a 6'9" freshman from the Central African Republic. Xavier breaks the ice after a 4-minute drought, cutting the lead to 5.
Xavier goes to a little half-court trapping defense, and now straight back into their man-to-man defense, half-court set. They'll show you a lot of different looks. They'll skip Rogers' team, but they have Shante Rogers and Masharikov out there to call the plays.
10 on the shot clock. Criminals against Brown. Masharikov goes strong.
Masharikov has the shooter's mentality right now. He wants the basketball. He wants to score the ball.
Brown against Criminals. Beat him to the baseline. And 1.
That is just a determined play by the 6'2" junior from Wilmington, Delaware, Lenny Brown. First team All-Atlantic 10 last year. Just takes the left hand, the offhand, the upper body strength, and then he gets Grivenos off his feet and creates the contact and will go to the line the old-fashioned way for 3 points.
Now, Xavier has changed their full-court pressure over the last couple times down court. They've brought it back near the midcourt stripe. Seemingly effective. Why so?
Well, they're giving different looks to Shante Rogers, and they want Rogers to give the ball out of his hands.
Masharikov becomes a 1,000-point scorer for the George Washington Colonials with that last bucket. Ironically enough, it was Lenny Brown, last game for Xavier, hitting his 1,000. Here's a shot for Masharikov.
And not a bad one, a breakdown move inside, hanging in the air.
So the pressure again, that zone pressure, taking GW out of their game. Masharikov though inside.
And there's 1,002. They don't have a lot more of them for Masharikov.
Quickly the other way. Out off of Krivenos, and you can't leave Lumpkin open. I know the outside shot has not been falling as frequently as last year, but you can't leave him open, Ed.
No, he's an excellent shooter, and plus you have to get back on defense. You cannot celebrate once you score because they're going to push it right down your throat. Gary Lumpkin struggling early in the game, 0 for 3.
Brown against Krivenos. He took him to the hole last time. Now Braggs against a freshman. Good look to Posey. Masharikov there for the ball. Rogers Braggs has his back turned. Quickly the other way, Lumpkin. Weaving his way through the Colonials for the layup.
And that was 2 on 4. The wrong way, the bad odds for Xavier, but Gary Lumpkin, he also first team All-Atlantic 10 last year, takes it all the way.
Open man is Krivenos for 3. 17-13 to score. GW up by 4. Posey fouled on the way out. Posey's so quick getting up court.
And I've been complimenting GW and getting back on floor balance defensively. This time they did not. But a good job by Darnell Williams to keep his head up, his eyes on the flow of the game, and passes it over the defense, and Posey's out. He's such an athlete. Krivenos had a foul.
Posey, an 8-10 record, 9 steals against Fordham.
They had 24 for the game. How about that?
Xavier's 77-43 victory over the Rams.
24 steals in one game by a team is an Atlantic 10 record. And you look at Xavier's team, they have all athletes out there. All 5 guys can trap you.
Posey hits them both. 4 from 4 for the line. The junior from Twinsburg, Ohio, and a timeout. Colonials up by a deuce. Physical game at the Smith Center.
It's only a little scratch.
Here a scratch, there a scratch, everywhere a scratch. And they're all an eyesore. What you need is GS27 Scratch Remover. It's new from Duralube. GS27 gets rid of those surface scratches and paint swirls quickly and easily. Simply rub it into the scratch, then polish to a beautiful finish. The scratch is gone. GS27 is not an abrasive, and it works wonders on any color. Would you do this to a brand new car? Ouch! But GS27 removes that ugly scratch quickly and easily. It'll even remove paint scrapes and unsightly rust. GS27 is only $14.95. But order now and get a second tube for only $5. That's 2 for just $19.95. Order now.
Call 1-800-851-7755 or send check or money order for $14.95 for one or $19.95 for two, plus $5.95 shipping to GS27, 1000 Apex Street, Department GS, Nashville, Tennessee.
Before you buy a digital wireless phone, Bell Atlantic Mobile wants you to ask this simple question. Does it work just about everywhere? Does it work here? And out here? Does your phone sound clear here? The fact is, Boston, D.C., nobody has more digital coverage with the most advanced digital technology than we do. A cell phone is only as good as the network it's on. Choose Bell Atlantic Mobile.
Xavier on a 9-2 run over the last 2 minutes has cut the George Washington lead to 2. This copyrighted telecast is produced by authority of the Atlantic 10 Conference and is intended solely for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any publication, reproduction, retransmission, or other use of the pictures, descriptions, and accounts of this game without the express written consent of the Atlantic 10 Conference is strictly prohibited. Now the change-up of the pressure again by Skip Prosser, keeping GW guessing.
Give you all different looks from Xavier's defense. As we said, they have people that can play all different looks, and now it's back into a zone defense.
Alexander Kuhl on the bench for the first time tonight for GW.
Cameron's your shooter, 44 for GW.
Turbe sneaking that big body on the baseline.
Good pass by Cameron inside. Good positioning by the freshman Turbe to get the easy deuce.
Lenny Brown up top to Lumpkin. Say they know their games pretty well. Playing with each other since junior high. Williams up top. Braggs against the freshman Turbe. 10 on the shot clock. Brown has Braggs inside. Good double up by Cameron with 5 on the shot clock. The reach and foul on Seiko Cameron.
Well, without Alexander Cole inside, the guards will double team and try to help inside. Turbe is out of position right there. Cameron trying to be aggressive, but definitely has the arm of Braggs. Cameron and Braggs have been a little body contact so far here in the first half.
Braggs is a little too strong for Cameron. Cameron had his hand on the ball that time, and it ended up being a foul, a clear foul on the arm of Braggs. And Braggs takes a seat. T.J. Johnson back in for Skip Prosser.
It's a good matchup. Shante Rogers on Lumpkin. Lumpkin, a good point guard, but you must protect it because Rogers has those quick hands.
Brown against Cameron. Once again, 10 on the shot clock. Xavier working through their offensive set. Posey glances up. And he turned the tip as the shot clock wound down.
Excellent half-court defense by GW against a man-to-man set there.
Xavier settling back into his zone. Iturbe now. Cameron. Rogers really hasn't been much of an offensive factor lately, even though he has 6 points.
Really no inside threat for GW either. Masharikov and Cameron Rogers on the outside is where your scoring is going to come probably against this zone.
Rogers got to make something happen. Cameron at the buzzer for the shot clock. And it expires. So good defense on both ends of the floor.
Well, the zone defense stepped up for Xavier there. They could get no penetration against it. Rogers was in trouble. Had to throw the high pass because Lumpkins was between he and Cameron. Cameron got lucky with the back, but there was 0 on the clock.
Both teams with 4 turnovers. 9:15 to play in the first half. Lenny Brown with the J. He's got 5. Sherikov aggressively on the offensive end. Follow fouls his own shot. He gets fouled in the act. I guess he figures I got to do it myself.
That was sheer determination by Yegor Masharikov. We've seen this move trying to get inside the painted area. He ducks under, but he sees the roll of the basketball where it will go. Nobody's putting a body on him, and Masharikov takes advantage of it.
Second foul of the game on Gary Lumpkin. Masharikov with 5 in this game thus far.
And Lumpkin at 6'2", having to block out the 6'8" Masharikov is a difficult assignment.
Alexander Kohr back replacing Pat Gonba. Masharikov looking to add to the 2-point Colonial lead. He does. Quickly Lumpkin. But GW napping on a couple of occasions after a made bucket.
This time he got back quickly. You have to see where the basketball is.
Here comes Rogers. Musketeers are back. Quick shot, rebound by Xavier, and a foul in the backcourt goes against Shante Rogers. It's going to be his first and the 6th on GW. We always talk about tempo and rhythm. Hard time in distinguishing who really has the favorite rhythm right here. It's an ebb and flow in this game so far.
Well, right now, I think it is a Xavier type of game a little bit because they are going up and down the floor, but GW's matched them. GW's matched them with the intensity on the defensive end, which that's what Mike Jarvis and his staff wanted to do, and they've shown it so far.
Lumpkin up top. Posey. 10 on the shot clock.
This is GW style, half-court set right now.
This one goes against the Colonials of GW. It's on Yegor Masharikov, and that is his first, but the team's 7th. So
Masharikov going 35 feet from the basket, trying to cover Darnell Williams. Williams just a little bit quicker. Masharikov reaching in on the foul.
Darnell Williams, a 77% free throw shooter, missed last game against Fordham. Didn't start, didn't play after getting banged up in a fender bender.
But does that hurt Posey? Because Posey had to start. Is he still getting the best 6-man in Atlantic 10 with that start?
Well, you see, Williams is right back in, so Posey is the 6th man.
Well, Darnell Williams, before he got hurt, that the last 5 games, he's averaged over 20 points and 5 rebounds. So he is the guy. He was hurt last year, had knee surgery in the offseason. Now he's back in form.
8 points for Williams in the first half, halfway to his average. And the lead is 1 in favor of GW. There's that pressure again. Really has taken GW out of their offense. Mike King, the freshman from Baltimore, Maryland, in the game for GW. That's him right there. Went to high school with Shante Rogers, eligible for the 2nd semester, and a timeout on the court. Musketeers down by 1. We'll be back after a timeout.
Rough night's sleep, no big deal? Look again. This x-ray shows no support for your neck and spine when you toss and turn on an ordinary pillow. But now there's the Contour Cloud, the world's most comfortable pillow. Patented soft-touch memory layer molds to fit your head, neck, even your ear for unparalleled softness and comfort, while Blue Base straightens and aligns your spine. Plus, exclusive Crescent provides comforting support to your neck and shoulders. It even cradles your back. Watch again how ordinary pillows simply don't support you. Now see how the Contour Cloud cradles your head in softness as it straightens and aligns your spine. Thousands have paid $90 for this memory pillow, but you can order ours direct for only $19.95 with a 90-day money-back guarantee. Order in the next 60 minutes and we'll include this hot-cold therapy gel pack, a $9 value, free.
Call now to order 1-800-611-6644. Don't waste another night. Call right now, 1-800-611-6644. That's 1-800-611-6644.
I'd like to tell you a little story that illustrates why Light 102 is the perfect radio station to listen to while you work. Once there was a little blonde-haired girl. She was a perfect angel, except for one thing. She talked all the time. Actually, it wasn't her fault. She was the middle child, and she had to fight for attention. But anyway, one day, she suddenly realized that nobody was listening anymore. So the moral is just shut up, and people will listen to you.
Less talk and more music makes Light 102 perfect to listen to while you work.
Larry Michael level with Ed Stefanski. We're in Washington, D.C., our nation's capital, where winter has finally settled in. Outside, icy cold. Inside the Smith Center, and you couldn't see a more heated battle between two physical college basketball teams.
Exactly. The Atlantic 10 West. These two try and divide for first place with Dayton. Dayton's undefeated in the West, and this is a battle. They normally say the East is more physical, but right now you couldn't see it the way GW and Xavier are banging each other.
Braggs and Johnson in there, about 500 pounds. You got Cool, who's just about 300 by himself. And GW to inbound it, up by 1. Rogers quickly into Cool. Now Rogers and King play with each other very well, knowing King's game. That's Mike King, the freshman.
Try to get the ball to Cool a little bit now. They're in a straight man-to-man situation.
Sherikoff and a whistle behind the play in the paint.
Yeah, Braggs. You know what's happening, Larry? Braggs is isolated one-on-one defensively. When Xavier goes man-to-man, Braggs has to play, or TJ Johnson has to play Cool. Very difficult assignment, and Cool is very active trying to get open, so he could get Braggs and Johnson in foul trouble if he keeps up this movement.
Alexander Cool averages 63% from the line, hits the first.
See, when Alexander Cool will move like this and work hard, he's got to get the basketball, because if he doesn't, he's just going to say, forget it, guys. If I have to work this hard, you don't throw me the ball, I'm not going to do it. So give him the ball, force feed the big guy.
Gets 1 of 2. The most significant improvement for Cool this year, he's kept himself on the court. He stayed out of foul trouble. Braggs has 2. And now Braggs has 3 on the charge, and that's big trouble for Skip Russell.
And that's an issue, because he's going to have to get him out of the lineup and go smaller now. Braggs right here has to stop to make the pass, but he thinks he can make the move. Good positioning by Iturbe to feel the pressure and fall immediately to get the offensive foul.
So once again, the pressure at the midcourt stripe by Xavier.
There's your half-court trap. They're trying to bring Cool away from the basket, but he won't have anything to do with it. He's staying right at the block. Now TJ Johnson banging with him on the inside.
Rogers up top with freshman King in his 3rd game. And Sherikoff appeared to pull the man down as he came down. Yes, he did. TJ Johnson had positioning. Sherikoff took him down. That's going to be the 2nd foul on Sherikoff.
We are only in the first half with over 7 minutes to play. It is so physical. I don't think there's going to be a lot of guys left at the end of this game, because every loose ball right there, you're right, Sherikoff just brings him down. This is a little bit of like football right now. People are just banging. Every loose ball, there's a body somewhere.
Sherikoff skied for the rebound, couldn't get to it, and banged bodies with the big man TJ Johnson.
But if you're going to play Xavier, you have to match their aggressiveness, and that's what GW has done so far in this game. They're right there. They're being physical with Xavier, because if you don't, Xavier will intimidate you and put you away.
Johnson, a chance to tie the game. Good offensive glass work by Xavier, though, and the deflection goes out off of the Musketeers. So the Colonials cling to that 1-point lead. Against the pressure, Rogers from deep.
Well, they got the ball to the middle of the zone, and here we have another foul, a technical foul on Johnson. I'm telling you, it is awfully physical out there. People are taking a little bit of cheap shots on both sides right now.
That was a very, very definitive call by the referee. Let's see if we can see what happened as Cool and TJ Johnson confronted each other after the bucket.
There's an elbow to the head. He pushes him down there, Cool. But Cool doesn't take him down real hard. But watch this. As TJ Johnson trips him, Cool goes down, and that's a technical foul. And it is also a personal foul for TJ Johnson, his first foul.
Shante Rogers hits both. Good or bad call there on the technical?
Oh, good call. Excellent call, because he picked up his leg right there. He tripped him. He definitely tripped him. There's no way. And I'll tell you what's happening here. You got one team that got embarrassed by 31 to UMass GW. You have another team that hasn't. Their 3 losses have all been on the road. They want to make a statement, Xavier, here in D.C. I don't know what's going to happen later. There's going to be some. We got to just calm it down. That's why the officials are calling it so tight.
You need Mills Lane out here. Mike King in the corner. And on the other end, an elbow by Cool. Let's see what happened here, Ed.
Talked about Alexander Cool being physical and working hard on the inside, but he's got to watch the elbows. He just can't clear house out here. He's working behind the zone going here, but he just puts his elbow up and pushes Posey down, and maybe a little bit of an acting job on number 141 Posey.
I don't know. I see a lot of performances out there tonight. A lot of power going on as well, though. So maybe the players are getting smart and they're starting to take some dives here, huh?
Well, that's a good one. There's Kevin Clark, the assistant for GW, talking to Cool about making the move, and you can't put that elbow out. The guy's going to fall on you.
Posey drills it. He's 5 for 5 at the line. What a nice stroke. 6:37 to play. 2 big men, 2 centers in this game, both on the bench. Cool with 2 fouls. Braggs with 3. And Posey now 6 for 6 from the line. And it's a 4-point GW lead. Defense by Xavier, switching just about every time down court. Colonials have no offensive rim.
Well, that's why they're doing it now. With who's going to shoot from the outside has been the problem for the Colonials. They don't want that shot.
Gamba the fadeaway, touched last by Posey, and down goes Criminals.
And what Gamba has to understand when he shoots and falls away, he has no chance for the offensive rebound.
So Rogers to inbound it. Good place to go with it. Gets it to the big man, and Choni Turbe. And a whistle going against Gary Lumpkin. That's the 10th team foul on Xavier, so Colonials going to shoot 2.
And that's his third.
The third on Lumpkin.
Who has the stronger bench is going to be the key, because we have 6 minutes left in the first half and people are fouling all over the floor. And maybe that's not always called because there wasn't much of a foul there, but the referees have to take control because we've seen some cheap shots so far.
First one good by Rogers. Lumpkin's going to have a seat with the 3 personals, and he is replaced by Mo McAfee, a 6-foot freshman from Saginaw, Michigan. Rogers hits 1 of 2, and down goes Turbe. They're not going to have to sweep the court at halftime, man.
A lot of people, a lot of bodies banging.
This is McAfee, the looking freshman point guard.
He's got the high white socks, too.
Throws it to Turbe. From one freshman to another. Rogers kicked from behind. Quick hands by Darnell Williams. Rogers slams in to Posey, who goes flying, but the whistle before that body contact goes against Xavier.
It is so difficult to stop this young man, Rogers. He's so good with the basketball. McAfee definitely fouls me, just wraps him up there. Not a good call because he had Posey trying to help him up, and he would have got the offensive foul, but he wrapped him up. Rogers goes back to the line where he's making a living from the free-throw line.
Rogers, 13 points in the first half for GW.
And you don't want to foul 81% free-throw shooting percentage.
Colonial lead now is 29-22. Xavier Musketeers in a bit of foul trouble in the early going. 2 starters on the bench with 3 persons. Kimmerat back into the game for GW. Colonials on an 8-2 run. And Pat Gamba over the back, no doubt about it. The foul on Posey. 10th team foul on the Colonials. So the Xavier's Musketeers will now shoot 2.
Well, they're trying to match up Posey inside at 6'8", trying to get the ball. He's shielding off Gung, but Kames over the top. Good call, and Posey helps the officials make the call.
Posey got the stroke working. 6 for 6 so far tonight from the stripe. All 6 points from the line. 7 for 7.
And he's worked on his outside shoot. How about some of these numbers? Just incredible. Field goal percentage 56, free throw 84, three-point range 41. Last year he only shot 19% from three-point range. This year 41. Has improved the strength.
Now you jinxed him. 7 in a row for Posey, though. 7 out of 8 in the first half. The Colonials lead now by 6, 29-23. Gumby inside. Good look by Turbe with the pass.
Turbe's made some nice entry passes inside.
It's the biggest lead for GW right now. I guess if you're Skip Crosby, you want to just hang tight, get your foul play team into the second half.
Yeah, you want to get them into the locker room and calm them down a little bit.
That's a big pick by Johnson. McAfee gets the baseline. Posey. And Rogers comes away with it. Good strong defense by Posey, smothering Rogers in the backcourt to knock it out of bounds.
Well, they're awfully two quick guys at 6'8", 6'7". Williams and Posey trying to double team here. That's a big double team against a 5'4" guy, but it's going to be GW's basketball.
20-second timeout taken by Xavier with 4:27. Play in the first half coming up next. Our next game on the Atlantic 10 Television Network, the Owls of Temple. A little hometown cooking there, Temple and LaSalle. Saturday at 2. Check your local listings for the station in your area.
Little inner city game in Philadelphia, Atlantic 10-wise. Speedy Barnes, LaSalle Explorers are struggling, not shooting the ball well.
Donnie Carr will be firing on Saturday. Scoreboard in the Atlantic 10. Hawks up by 5 over the Bonnies. That game early in the first half. Play underway here at the Smith Center. Colonials up by 8 over the Musketeers. Matt Gumba. Place to go. Picks up the dribble. And Turbe.
He wants to get rid of it.
Look at that smothering defense.
Turbe saying, what do I have? He's got 40 feet from the basket.
Gumba, the power move, and the defender, T.J. Johnson, not there in time. That's the second on T.J.
Well, Larry, I haven't seen much of this with Gumba putting the basketball on the floor. One hard dribble inside. Might have got away with one, but he had to go to the basket.
He is a raw talent. Patrick Gumba, 6'9", 225, a freshman. Went to Calvert Hall High School in Baltimore, originally from the Central African Republic. And that is right in the heart of the continent of Africa.
The recruiting budget at GW must be unbelievable. Yeah. It's an international flavor. They're right in the middle of D.C. Kids want to come here.
In case you're wondering, you fly to Lagos is where you got to go. Timeout on the court. GW sporting their biggest lead of the game in the first half.
It was only a 2-hour drive from New York, but it changed my life. This is dedicated to the friendliest city in America. I love Philadelphia. I love living in the centerpiece of American history. I love living 15 minutes from its beautiful countryside. I love Longwood Gardens by day and Zanzibar Blue by night. And I love the people who remind me that brotherly love is alive and well in living in Philadelphia. A place that loves you back. That's my Philadelphia. I'm Julius Irving.
Don't miss out on big savings on all remaining 97s at Wilson Powell Lincoln Mercury's $1 Million Savings Celebration.
Wilson Powell Lincoln Mercury blows the competition away. Wilson Powell.
Save up to $10,000 on Margates.
Rashid has it in the game, ties up the ball.
And that is the 10th turnover here in the first half. Xavier averages 17 a game, but Freebunos would not give up. I mean, just an excellent defense and wouldn't give up on the ball at all. Darnell Williams a little quicker, but Freebunos, you got to get on the floor when the ball is rolling there.
I believe a 20-second timeout was called by Xavier while that ball was tied up. Smart play to call the 20 and retain possession because the arrow still points towards Xavier.
What did the officials call it? They called a jump ball there?
I I think Xavier called a 20-second timeout while on the ground.
Okay, so another official had to come in to get it.
I think Xavier had possession, quickly called the 20. Hey, it might be wrong, Ed.
Now they gave it.
Xavier's ball. The arrow was originally pointing towards Xavier, so maybe that's the case. Freshman Bo McAfee. And into the game now. Nate Turner, the 6'8 junior from Monroe, Ohio. For Xavier. McAfee with a great crossover, and he double dribbled. No. Shot clock expired. Looked like he double dribbled, but he lost Rasheed Hazard with a crossover.
And that's a shame because the freshman for Skip Prosser made an excellent crossover dribble. He lost the last handle of it. He didn't lose the handle. He would have had the layup and beaten the 35-second clock.
Xavier, 10 turnovers in the first half. You see Krivenos' face got a big red mark next to his left eye from hitting the floor earlier. It's Pat Garba. GW has Rasheed Hazard running the show. Shante Rogers resting. Deflection by Iturbe as Cameron tried to follow his three.
And that's the one thing GW needs. I think their weakness is that outside shooting. If Cameron can just come around and start nailing some of those open shots with Krivenos, that would really help open up things inside for GW.
Skip Prosser going to the bench, bringing out Nate Turner. Play up front. The jumper. Good. Lenny Brown has 7.
Good execution, and Lenny Brown without the basketball using the big screen to square up for the Justice.
Hazard working against McAfee. Get it down low to Gamba. Good quick move. And along the baseline, Krivenos steps on the baseline.
Well, Nate Turner for Xavier's in there more for his offense, but on the defensive end, he better get his foot on the baseline, make the man go back to the middle where he has help, because Gamba just went right by him there. Should have probably jammed the ball home. Next year, he'll be able to do that.
Rogers has returned. And he replaces Krivenos. Nate Turner with it. Williams cannot get it to go. Turbe tears the ball away. I'll tell you what, this is probably the most physical game I've seen in the conference this year. Cameron with 3.
Gets the nice arc on the ball, but just won't get the roll here at the Smith Center.
Lenny Brown, beautiful spin move. And he got fouled before the pass. Oh, what a quick spin move by Lenny Brown. Foul on Cameron, his second.
The junior from Wilmington, Delaware, the spin move, a little Earl Monroe move, and Cameron comes late and picks up the foul, but excellent move by Lenny Brown.
Nobody ever did it better than Earl Monroe.
No. Earl Monroe did it for the Washington Bullets at the time and the New York Knickerbockers.
Actually, even did it in Baltimore, I believe.
It was at Baltimore?
Yeah, well, I think at first. Lenny Brown misses the free throw. 78% free throw shooter.
The whole team. Xavier, how about this, shooting at 77% clip for a team? That is excellent. Number 1 in the Atlantic 10.
They lead in 4 categories in the Atlantic 10 as Lenny Brown hits another. He's got 8. Averaging 89 points a game. That leads the conference. Field goal percentage leads the conference. What else? Scoring margin leads the conference. And Xavier 12 of 15 from the free throw line here tonight. The lead is 6 in favor of GW, 32-26. Pass coming too far to the inside by Hazard. Reminder coming up at halftime, we're going to take a look at Yegor Masharikov out of Belarus. Some stats, highlights, analysis, a very physical first half here at the Smith Center. And a whistle goes against McAfee. Rogers will go to the line shooting 2. The referees are in a precarious position. They really have to start calling some of these fouls to keep control, as you mentioned about 5 minutes ago.
It's definitely, I mean, they're banging, they're killing each other. Every dribble, there's a defender on someone. There's been no lull in the action. I don't believe 2 teams can carry this for 40 minutes. So it's the team who's in better condition and who has the least foul trouble going down the stretch will probably win this basketball game.
Rogers 7 of 9 from the line. He's got 15 first half points. Make it 16. Ups the lead to 8 with 1 minute to play in the half. Nate Turner, Lenny Brown. Defense by Hansen. Eddie Turbe. Another board, his 4th. Rogers, look how quick he is.
And when you can transport the basketball anywhere you want, like Rogers can, you're going to get open as he takes the ball right to the middle of the floor and gets the GW fans up off their feet.
McAfee for 3. Good weak side board by Williams. Oh, beautiful move by Darnell Williams inside. He's got 10.
Darnell Williams was double teamed. I don't know how he got between the two defenders GW, but he's fallen out of bounds and still gets the ball in the hole.
Clock winding down. They want Rogers to have the ball. Ball deflected. Great defense at the stripe by Xavier to take it away from the Colonials, who wanted to call a 20-second timeout right there, but didn't get it done.
And the coach can call it too, so the officials must not have heard Mike Jarvis.
Posey for 3. That's going to be the half. Physical, at times brutal first half. Shante Rogers leads the way for the Colonials with 18 points, leading all scorers at the half at the Smith Center. George Washington 36, Xavier 28. Halftime is next after this.
Is it 5/16 or 9/32? Standard socket or metric? What you need is Gator Grip. It's a single socket that fits any size nut or bolt, small, medium, or large. Gator Grip replaces all these sockets. The secret is these 54 spring-loaded pins. They retract to form tightly around whatever size bolt you have. Watch, this man has to change sockets with every bolt, but this man is using Gator Grip. No searching, no changing. He's done. Gator Grip is so versatile, it can tackle wing nuts, square nuts, broken nuts, and rusted nuts.
This is what I used to haul around with me, but no more. Now this is all I need. Whatever the job, Gator Grip can tackle it.
Why spend hundreds of dollars on all these tools? All you need is Gator Grip. Order now, and you'll also get this power adapter that turns any drill or power screwdriver into a power Gator Grip. This is one offer you won't want to miss. So get a grip. Get Gator Grip now.
Men, is gray hair sneaking up on you, right under your nose, making you look too old?
Whoa, it is sneaking up on me. Up here, too.
You need Just for Men gel, made for the hard-to-color gray of mustaches and sideburns. Simply brush in this no-drip gel, and in 5 minutes, rinse. Gray's gone. Your mustache and sideburns blend perfectly with your natural hair color.
That gray won't sneak up on me again.
Just for Men gel, the sure thing for a natural look.
The good news, David, is that we got the test and have come outside for it, but for some reason, you're So, talk to these guys. We're not like them. Don't tell them we have
trucks that could turn into gas stations. Then we could buy what we need and get to where we're going a lot faster. Signed, Dan.
Dear Dan, we like to keep people moving, from pay at the pump to fast BP shops. P.S. We sent your letter to our engineering group. BP, we keep you moving.
It's an 8-point lead for the Colonials of GW over the Musketeers of Xavier at halftime. Larry Michael with Ed Stefanski and Ed. 23 fouls. 23 fouls in the first half. A couple of technicals as well. Has there been a more physical first half of basketball in the conference this year?
No, this is the most physical, the two top in the West with Dayton, and they're showing it tonight. But the little guy is doing it for GW as Rogers is handling the basketball, handling the pressure for Xavier, getting good shots out there. Foul trouble is going to be key, and as I said earlier, I don't know if they're going to have enough energy to go the 40 minutes.
A lot of trips to the line here tonight for both teams. Xavier shooting a remarkable percentage just to stay in it in the first half. Coming up next, a feature, a special look at one of the Colonials of George Washington. Coming up next, right after this.
Precision engineering. Performance that nails you to your seat. But enough about the high-performance computers Dell built for Ford. What can we build yours to do? Call, and for just $19.99, we'll build you this Dell Dimension XPS with a 233 megahertz Intel Pentium 2 processor, 32 megs of SD RAM, 4.3 gig hard drive, Microsoft Windows 95 and Home Essentials 98, a large screen monitor, 32x max variable CD-ROM, even an AGP video card, and 24-hour tech support. The Dell Dimension XPS with a 233 megahertz Intel Pentium 2 processor. Pure performance, just $19.99. Dell, what can we build yours to do? Service charge. No lines. No traffic. No parking. No dress code. Free home banking from Chevy Chase. It puts your bank as near as your PC or telephone.
It may be winter, but prices are hot. This week at Giant's Hot Winter Value Sale. Come in for hot prices on Super G milk. Get 1 gallon of milk for $1.99 with $25 purchase, limit 1. Go bananas over bananas at 3 pounds for $1. And get a 2-liter bottle of Pepsi or Diet Pepsi for 69 cents, limit 1. Don't miss the Hot Winter Value Sale at Giant, because these prices are really hot.
Halftime at the Smith Center in Washington, D.C., just a few blocks away from the White House. George Washington hosting Xavier. Well, he hails from halfway across the globe, but his game has All-American written all over it. He's the blonde bomber from Belarus. He's Yegor Masharikov.
He is in many ways an unlikely superstar. The journey of Yegor Masharikov from the former Soviet Union to the heart of world democracy is indeed one for the ages. And according to his head coach, Mike Jarvis, it couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
He is a caring, loving person. He has a passion, and he has a real heart. I mean, he feels for his fellow man. He really cares about other people, and that's what makes him so special.
And when you see the 21-year-old Masharikov play with such a comfort level, it's not easy to see just how far he has come. Introduced to basketball as a toddler, he was the pride of Belarus as a teenager, a member of the junior national team. By 18, basketball at home had played itself out.
I was at a point of my life when I really had to move on and get out of Belarus, because the local league was really in trouble and the best players were leaving. And when I was 18, I ended up one of the best players in the whole country, you know, and there's no way to grow up when you're thinking about the future, when you need some competitiveness in your practices and having games played against good guys.
And at the time, there was just one American university that had expressed interest, George Washington. And why not? Man Mountain Alexander Kuhl had completed his first year as the Atlantic 10 Rookie of the Year. Another teammate from Minsk, guard Andrei Krivonos, had committed to the Colonials as well.
When the first time I heard that I have an opportunity to come to George Washington University, I was like, wow, I can't believe they won another Belarusians, because they already had 2 before. And when Andrei and I went here in '95, I was just really excited that we come in not on an empty space, the space that has some Belarusians in it, and it was really like important for us to have some home people here.
Meshirikov showed flashes of his potential as a freshman, earning a spot on the all-rookie team. Then a year ago, it all came together, leading the team in scoring, earning second-team all-conference honors, and truly finding a home. Now, though, Meshirikov is expanding his game with hopes of playing in the NBA. He's spending more time on the perimeter and with the ball in his hands. Yegor began making an investment in his life through basketball more than a decade ago in gymnasium few Americans will ever see. But the man who sees him in the gym each day now says that investment is bearing fruit and will keep on giving as long as he does.
I think he's got great potential. He's got a great attitude. He wants to be great. I think he will be, but I think it's going to take time. But the great thing is that he knows that. And, you know, he's in it for the long haul, and that's the beautiful part about him, is he knows where he wants to go, and he's not trying to get there like yesterday. He knows he won't get there until tomorrow.
Halftime stats and highlights are next after this. Don't go away.
Rough night's sleep, no big deal? Look again. This X-ray shows no support for your neck and spine when you toss and turn on an ordinary pillow. But now there's the Contour Cloud, the world's most comfortable pillow. Patented soft-touch memory layer molds to fit your head, neck, even your ear for unparalleled softness and comfort, while Blue Base straightens and aligns your spine. Plus, exclusive Crescent provides comforting support to your neck and shoulders. It even cradles your back. Watch again how ordinary pillows simply don't support you. Now see how the Contour Cloud cradles your head in softness as it straightens and aligns your spine. Thousands have paid $90 for this memory pillow, but you can order ours direct for only $19.95 with a 90-day money-back guarantee. Order in the next 60 minutes and we'll include this hot-cold therapy gel pack, a $9 value, free.
Call now to order 1-800-611-6644. Don't waste another night. Call right now, 1-800-611-6644. That's 1-800-611-6644.
I'd like to tell you a little story that illustrates why Light 102 is the perfect radio station to listen to while you work. Once there was a little blonde-haired girl. She was a perfect angel, except for one thing. She talked all the time. Actually, it wasn't her fault. She was the middle child, and she had to fight for attention. But anyway, one day, she suddenly realized that nobody was listening anymore. So the moral is just shut up, and people will listen to you.
Less talk and more music makes Light 102 perfect to listen to while you work.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you take a square and a circle of the same size, why does the square cover more total area than the circle?
Because of the corners, sir. It's like a Lido pizza. Oh? It's bigger so you get more freshly rolled dough, more delicious sauce, more smoked provolone cheese, more toppings for your money.
This is the 50s. Who cares about saving?
It's an idea ahead of its time. But someday Lido pizza will be everywhere. People will be eating, saving, and loving that square Lido pizza because they never cut corners. This will also end the federal deficit.
What deficit?
By 8 at the break, a real physical first half. Larry Michael with Ed Stefanski. Ed, taking a look at some highlights, a taste of some of the hard-hitting action. It's not a football game, it's basketball.
Well, Shante Rogers shows that he can also block shots here, or do you want to give him a steal, whatever. But watch as he goes coast to coast and gets it on his left hand and ducks in on Lumpkin to score 2 of his 18 points.
Xavier on the O board. Williams trying to stay close.
The athletic Darnell Williams also also will get on the offensive glass here as he sees the play of the basketball, ducks in between two GW players. No room, but makes the 2 points.
First half stats. Xavier without a three-point bucket. Shante Rogers 2 for 2 from the tray stripe, 8 of 10 from the line.
How about Xavier only shooting 33%? They come in the game averaging 50% field goal, only 33.
10 points for Darnell Williams, leading Xavier. Rogers has 18. Second half is next.
It's only a little scratch.
Here a scratch, there a scratch, everywhere a scratch. And they're all an eyesore. What you need is GS27 Scratch Remover. It's new from Duralube. GS27 gets rid of those surface scratches and paint swirls quickly and easily. Simply rub it into the scratch, then polish to a beautiful finish. The scratch is gone. GS27 is not an abrasive, and it works wonders on any color. Would you do this to a brand new car? Ouch! But GS27 removes that ugly scratch quickly and easily. It'll even remove paint scrapes and unsightly rust. GS27 is only $14.95, but order now and get a second tube for only $5. That's 2 for just $19.95. Order now.
Call 1-800-851-7755 or send check or money order for $14.95 for one or $19.95 for two, plus $5.95 shipping to GS27, 1000 Apex Street, Department GS, Nashville, Tennessee.
You're so lucky. Not one gray hair.
When a woman can run her fingers through your hair and can't tell you blend away your gray, that's a natural-looking result. And that's just what you get with a hair color called Just for Men. Simply shampoo in, then rinse. In only 5 minutes, this unique formula blends away gray, actually matches your gray to your real color. So nobody knows, even close up.
I just love your hair.
Just for Men. It looks so natural, even she can't tell.
They're a better deal than having the freedom to fly? Now you've got a chance to get there for nothing in the Southwest Airlines Wizards Freedom Deal of the Century Sweepstakes. Here's the deal. Send your name, address, and phone number to this address. A winner is drawn during every Wizards game on HTS. If the Wizards go over the century mark in that game, you win $100 to purchase Wizards tickets, plus a chance at the grand prize, 2 round-trip tickets to any Southwest Airlines destination. You don't see a deal like this every day, so enter for your chance to win right now.
No service charge. No lines. No traffic. No parking. No dress code. Free home banking from Chevy Chase. It puts your bank as near as your PC or telephone.
George Washington Colonials and Xavier Musketeers is brought to you by Just for Men, the leader in men's hair coloring. Blends away the gray in 5 minutes. Lincoln Memorial, one of the favorite sightseeing stops here in the nation's capital, Washington, D.C. Second half action set to get underway. Larry Michael with Ed Stefanski. What kind of adjustments do you think we'll see from Xavier, if any?
Well, Xavier just got in the locker room only down 8 because it could have been worse. GW played an excellent first half. They got to stay out of foul trouble.
Quickly, Braggs. That's an adjustment. Going strong to the hole. His first bucket of the game. Cool in the paint. And Braggs with his 4th foul.
Oh, boy.
20 seconds into the second half. And Posey quickly off the bench for the Musketeers.
And that's where Toure Braggs wants to help out, but he has to realize he can't reach in. He's going to have to let Johnson try to handle Poole, try to block out his man. But Skip Prosser has a major problem as Toure Braggs will take a seat on the bench with 4 personals.
Alexander Kuhl goes to the line. He is 1 of 2 from the stripe tonight in the first half. 5 points, 2 rebounds.
A more mobile Alexander Kuhl than Saturday when he went up to the Mullen Center and only had the 6 points and 1 rebound. Got to give a lot of credit to Larry Kettner, one of the better centers in the Atlantic 10 for UMass.
Rogers trying to strip the ball from D.J. Johnson, who's just too strong. And the Musketeers on offense, Gary Lumpkin.
See, now you have a more athletic team, Larry, but you don't have that bulk of Bragg inside against Iturbe and Cool. But they're more athletic, Xavier is right now.
Lenny Brown can't get it to go. And Iturbe there for another rebound. That's his fifth.
Good floor game for Iturbe from Mike Jarvis and the Colonials.
Iturbe, real power move in there. Kimara on the offensive glass, and the save by Xavier off of GW.
Well, Iturbe made the nice move into the hole, was worried about probably getting blocked. His head's down. He's got to keep your head up to see where the box is to lay it off softly. But it's going to be out on them.
Picked by T.J. Johnson up top. To get T.J. Johnson with it. GW the man-to-man defense. Nice fake by Lumpkin, but can't get it to go. And T.J. working the offensive glass. Nice drive in by Lenny Brown, and draws the foul on Alexander Cool. That's going to be his third.
And Alexander Cole's surprised as Mike Jarvis is not going to give him a sympathetic ear. He's saying, keep your hands straight up. Let's see if his arms, and they're not straight up. He comes in and moves in. That's a good call. But he's saying they were straight up as he looks over to Mike Jarvis. Mike Jarvis is not agreeing with his players.
Lenny Brown's the line 2 of 3 at the line tonight. He's an 85% free throw shooter. With too much juice.
And the way the officials are calling this game, 33 free throws in the first half. Foul shooting probably going to win it.
Lenny hits 1 of 2. He's got 9 points for the Musketeers. Good looking pressure here by Xavier. They mixed up the pressure in the first half and caused Rogers some problems. Gemara off the dish from Rogers, and he gets fouled on the way up. That's a second team foul on Xavier in the second half.
Well, one thing they have done is they've taken Lumpkin off with 3 fouls on Rogers and put Brown. But this situation, again, the nice pass and not the strong foul. It's got to be a hard foul there.
So Kimara goes to the line. He's a 73% free throw shooter and hits the first. Seiko Kimara out of Lisbon, Portugal. Colonials with 10 international players on their team. Xavier, All-American squad.
Well, you're in the capital of the nation, an international flavor in D.C., and kids from overseas want to come here.
Rogers, after the tap, gets the board. Cool on the floor to Iturbe, and they're going to whistle an offensive foul on Cool. That is his fourth.
And Alexander Cool just could not stop. He wanted to come down and make a good play, but when he was up in the top of the air, watch as he leaves the ground, he's in big trouble. He didn't even feel him knock him down. Does it count if he can't feel him?
A good look by Rogers, but Cool just out of control.
But it's a mistake by Rogers to give him the basketball 10 feet from the basket like that. You got to make where he gets back to the basket and he's set. That's Rogers' fault.
So Cool sits with 17:50 to go in the game. Lenny Brown. Johnson in there for the board. Good position, and the foul on Iturbe, and that's his second. So the second half, a continuation of the first half in terms of physical play inside. Said in the first half, Ed, and I think you were right. Who's got the deepest team?
Yeah, it's going to be the bench is going to get in there because they're contesting every pass and every dribble that goes into the lane.
Lumpkin, the TJ. Darnell Williams breaks the 3.
And that is the first 3 by Xavier from the outside. They average 6 threes a game. Finally, Darnell Williams gets a clear look because GW's defense has been extended.
Williams trying to fire up his team defensively as well as offensively. Kimara to Misherikov. And a reach-in foul goes against Xavier. That is their third. And that... on Lenny Brown? Yes, it is on Lenny Brown.
And they're going to say he was going up in the air, which he was. Misherakov will go to the line for two. As Lenny Brown talks to Skip Prosser, but they have major problems now because they are in foul trouble.
Misherakov 74% from the line this year, misses. Skip Prosser working the bench, got called for a tech in the first half. Misheраkov's second opportunity. It's 1 of 2. Again, quickly, Xavier up court. Lofton against Rogers. T.J. Johnson inside, can't get it to him. Williams from downtown. Lenny Brown, the offensive rebound. A whistle quickly against GW. That's Oseko Cameron. And that is his third.
Well, Lenny Brown averages only 3 rebounds a game, but he's 6'2". He's very strong up top. He just beat Cameron to the basketball. Cameron did not put a body on him. You got to put a body on him once you're playing the defense. The ball goes up to the basket.
Bucket to Brown, right along the sideline. Takes Kimmer on baseline. Gamba strong in there, and Misherakov is down. He is still down. Misherakov still down on the other end of the court. Now he's hobbling up. And the referee stopped the action, and Misherakov comes up limping on that right leg. Misherakov nursing that right leg, and let's see if we on the replay can see what happened to the junior from Minsk.
Yeah, it just says he went up and exploded off the knee. He felt it, came down.
And he is out. Krivonos is in, replacing Misherakov. GW leading Xavier by 5, 39-34. Rogers in the paint. And Lumpkin fouled by Rogers, and that is the second on Rogers. And the 15th foul on GW was still 16-14 to play, and Misherakov unlacing the right shoe. Indicative of an ankle injury, and T.J. Johnson with it, up high. Williams, foul line jump.
Darnell Williams looks like he wants to take it over offensively here in the second half.
Now Xavier settles back to his zone. Gamba, it's to Cameron. And the blocking call against Posey, that is his first. So seemingly every time down court, Ed, we're hearing a whistle.
We're hearing a whistle. That was not good defense, taking the baseline away.
Musketeers sneaking up on GW. It's a 3-point margin. We'll be back after this timeout.
You're so lucky. Not one gray hair.
When a woman can run her fingers through your hair and can't tell you blend away your gray, that's a natural-looking result. And that's just what you get with a hair color called Just for Men. Simply shampoo in, then rinse. In only 5 minutes, this unique formula blends away gray, actually matches your gray to your real color. So nobody knows, even close up.
I just love your hair.
Just for Men. It looks so natural, even she can't tell.
Time Bridge Technologies for enterprise-wide networking solutions designed for your company. Dial 888-402-1300.
Select IT. One call does it all. If you're a federal employee with an impact card and need IT product fast, call Select IT at 1-888-881-8856 for 2-day delivery guaranteed.
What's on HTS? Get online to get ready to play. HTS Online.
Login confirmed.
www.htsonline.com.
We need your help. I need your help. We need money for research. It may not save my life. It may save my children's lives. It may save someone you love.
To help keep Jimmy V's dream alive, please call 1-800-4JIMMY-V. Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Pennsylvania Avenue, just a couple blocks away from the Smith Center, the house that George built. Or is that the Smith Center, the house that George Washington built? Yegor Masharikov nursing an ankle injury, and right now you can see on that ankle the swelling.
Yeah, he'll probably get retaped. He'll try to tape it up or just put ice on it. If they put ice on it, that is not a good sign that he's coming back in. So they're going to ice it up instead of wrapping it up right away. That's not a great sign if you're a GW fan. Not a good sign for anyone, but Xavier has the defense going now with Masharikov off.
Chimera's three-pointer misses everything, and the Colonials have Poole on the bench with 4 fouls and Masharikov on the bench with the hurt ankle, and we see Darren Green, the senior out of Charlotte, North Carolina, replacing Seiko Chimera. There's the ankle.
Kills them offensively because they don't have the outside threat in Masharikov or the inside in Cool. Now, does Rogers just try to take the team? He did that up at UMass and it backfired on him trying to shoot too much. Can he get these other guys into the offense?
Lenny Brown to inbound it. Gets it to Lumpkin. It's a 3-point GW margin, 39-36 with 15-15 to play in the game. DJ Johnson. Nice pitch to Posey, who gets hammered by Gamba.
There is not an easy basket to be had in this basketball game. Now, it's a lot easier for Xavier to move the ball inside because TJ Johnson isn't worried about Poole with 4 fouls on the bench. Takes the freshman inside, just backs him in, and makes a nice look. But watch the foul. They are not going to give up a layup in this game, either team.
Jerry Krause, the general manager of the Chicago Bulls, courtside, taking a look at the action. And when he looks at Posey, does he maybe think that, hey, next year Scotty might be gone, a couple years down the road?
Well, James Posey would like to think that. I think the upside's great for James Posey. Has a lot of work, but they're here looking at him and Masharikov with Poole.
Posey back on that streak again. Hits 2.
Zone defense by Xavier.
Darren Green to Krivenos.
And why not? There's really not shooters out there besides Krivenos and Rogers. Green's not a great outside shooter.
Xavier on a 10-3 run to draw within 1. GW's largest lead had been 10. In the paint to Turbo. Now, how do you get a big body like that hitting inside?
Wide open, bad defense of the zone of Xavier. The good look by Green. Turbe works in the middle, but that pass should not be that easy to complete.
Posey fires away for 3. Xavier just wants that basketball more right now.
That's just giving up your body. The good hands by T.J. Johnson, and then Brown just dove for the basketball.
It's the 3rd foul on Patrick Gunba. So Colonials facing all kinds of foul problems. They're in the penalty right now. And Posey to the line once again.
This is why they're one of the leaders in steals in the Atlantic 10, as Brown just gives his body up to get a hand on the basketball, and they use their athletic ability and quickness to get to the ball.
Posey 9 of 10 from the line and misses for the 2nd time tonight. Front end of a one-on-one. A lob down low. He Turbe quickly. Out of bounds off of Gamba and George Washington. So GW going with 2 freshmen up front. Gamba and Iturbe. They have no option.
Well, we haven't seen Di Miranda the whole game. He usually gets a few minutes, but Mike Charlie's decision right now not to use him.
Lumpkin, nice fade away on Rogers.
Good body control by Gary. Lumpkin gets 4th point on the evening.
So 1-point GW lead.
Still in the zone, Xavier. Last time the middle was wide open. Let's see what happens here.
Green with it. Krivenos now. And the foul on the way up as Krivenos penetrated. And that's going to be the 15th foul on Xavier. It's the 4th foul on T.J. Johnson.
Not much of a foul, but as we keep mentioning, they're calling it awfully tight right there.
I thought they had said Williams. Now they've adjusted the scoreboard, and they've given the foul to Williams, who has 3, so T.J. Johnson also with 3. Krimenos at the line shooting 2. His first point of the game, Andrei Krimenos, a 6'4" senior from Belarus. Drills them both. Lumpkin penetrating nicely. TJ inside. Lumpkin again.
Well, 2 good looks for Lumpkin. One on the drive, one on the jumper. Just can't get it to go down. Xavier wants to stay in the zone. They don't want to go man-to-man with Masharikov and Cole on the bench. They're going to let GW beat him from the outside.
Dunbar comes up way short. Shot might have been blocked by Xavier, and here come the Musketeers. Posey in the paint. I don't know if he was looking for Posey. He might have been looking for Lenny Brown.
I think you're right. It was a diagonal pass, but Posey's so quick. He just came right in and took it right away, and they got him on the next level. That'll be okay. That wasn't a walk, but on the collegiate level, it's a walk.
Wow.
This is like a playground game where you got to win by 2, and there's a lot of teams waiting to play afterwards. And you'll never play the rest of the afternoon because they're fouling on almost every possession down the floor.
Still a 3-point George Washington lead. Lenny Brown attack. Krimenos almost knocked that ball away from his teammate. And this is Rogers. He's quick.
And there is a baby hook. I got a shot take Rogers as he takes it all the way inside and gets away from the defense.
His first bucket of the second half, and the one-hand forward by Krimenos. It's Rogers against Johnson. The whistle goes against Lenny Brown.
Well, TJ Johnson, this was a mismatch. TJ Johnson at 6'8", 260 pounds in the middle floor against a 5'4" guy who's extremely quick. He was not going to foul him. Lenny Brown came from behind and hacked him. TJ Johnson knows he has 3, was not going to foul him in any case.
Rogers with 18 first half points goes to the line shooting 2. An 81% free throw shooter. In this game, Shante Rogers is 8 of 10 from the line.
Jarvis said on Saturday, with everything going poorly, Shante Rogers tried to take the team on his back. He's that type of kid and might have forced some shots and forced his offense, not got other people involved. He said, but I like this kid because when I give him the basketball, he has a big heart.
5'4" inches tall Shante Rogers. It's 1 of 2. He's got 21 points and a timeout on the court. Foul problems on both sides of the court. Colonials are up by 6. We'll be back after
this. Following a taste test win over McDonald's fries, Burger King is offering tastier than ever twofers. 2 orders of crispy new fries, 2 burgers, just $2.22. Hi, Susie.
Thanks, Steve. Fry fanatics everywhere are excited to see their hero.
I can't hear you. 222.
That's 2 for Steve. 2 fries, 2 burgers, $2.22.
Told to us tonight by a tuber. Ha, ha, ha.
222.
Missing children are hard to find. You can help by supporting Missing Kids International.
MKI is a nonprofit organization addressing the critical issue of missing children. Call 1-800-353-MISS to find out how you can help MKI and receive your free child identification forms used in emergencies by law enforcement agencies for the children you love.
With your support, Missing Kids International gives every missing child a chance.
We need your help. I need your help. We need money for research. It may not save my life. It may save my children's lives. It may save someone you love.
To help keep Jimmy V's dream alive, please call 1-800-4-JIMMY-V.
Back back at the Smith Center. Larry Michael with Ed Stefanski. 46-40 to score. GW up by 6. A hard-fought game would be an understatement.
Well, foul trouble for Xavier. Torrey Braggs, 4 fouls. He picked his first up. 22nd in the second half, he picked his 4th up. And then you see the other 3 with 3 fouls. They have major problems with the officials calling it tight.
Is this Andrea?
How'd you know my name?
I'm psychic.
Caller ID from Bell Atlantic lets you know who's calling before you answer, displaying the caller's name, number, time, and date of call.
It's cold there, isn't it?
You are good.
It's a gift.
If you call to sign up for caller ID before April 12th, you'll get the caller ID box at no extra charge.
Our next caller is Lovely Leslie. Lovely? Next caller.
Call now to sign up for caller ID during Simple Savings Days from Bell Atlantic.
My dad first brought me to swim at the YMCA when I was 5. The water terrified me, but I learned to overcome my fear. Years later, I became a YMCA lifeguard. I learned lessons at the Y that helped me become Chief Justice of our state Supreme Court. I also serve on my YMCA board because I want to give back to the Y what it's given to me.
12-3 offensive rebound, Xavier's advantage. Those jumpers were all contested in the first half with Cool in the lineup and Masharikov. Now Xavier offense is clicking.
Darnell Williams now with 17 points to lead Xavier. Rogers. And they're going to whistle a foul against Shante Rogers after he dished that ball to a Musketeer. That is his 3rd foul.
And Shante Rogers wants to make something happen. Well, watch how far he goes in. And remember, he's 5'4". Now he's in major trouble with 4 Xavier defenders all around him, and T.J. Johnson trying to rip the ball away.
Mike Jarvis senses he can go no longer with his big man on the bench, so Alexander Cool returns 4 personals with 10:54 still to play in the game.
And Larry, that's a big gamble. As you said, 10:54 is a lot of time. And Alexander Cool with 4. And the way the officials are calling it, I don't know if he can last very long.
The word from the GW bench, Masharikov will not return because of that ankle injury. T.J. Johnson draws Xavier to within 1 of a tie.
And TJ, for a big man, can shoot the free throws 80%. He had a streak this year of 22 straight free throws. So the big guy, when he gets fouled, he can make them.
Second one for TJ. This game is tied at 46.
Skip Price is very happy with the courage of his team not to give up. They're a seasoned team, and they keep making runs at you.
First tie since 2-2 to start the game. There's Cool inside, and the whistle foul against Posey. That's the second on Posey and the 7th on Xavier. So Cool to go to the line, shooting 1 and 1. So far in this game, Alexander Cool, 2 of 4 from the stripe.
We are on our way of setting a record probably for free throws attempted in an Atlantic 10 game. We'll have to see if we can get that record, but if they keep calling it like this, any motion inside, you're getting a foul call.
There's still 10:36 to play, Ed. Cool misses the front end, and Posey the rebound. And Xavier.
Cool on the line. Let's see if GW can extend their defense, not worry about the inside, because Xavier's been getting excellent looks at the basket, running their half-court set.
And if you're Xavier, you go strong inside and draw the 5th on Cool.
You can try to do that, but once you go inside, Cool really doesn't leave his feet that much. He gets it more on fouls when he sets up on the offensive end.
Xavier has never led in this game. Score tied 46 all right now. 10 minutes to play. Shot clock winding out. Lenny Brown, the clutch shot for 3.
And the experienced move by Lenny Brown. He saw the shot clock going down, put his head down. Iturbe looked away, and he nails it.
Iturbe the other way. That stops a 9-0 run by Xavier.
And we've seen Iturbe put the ball on the floor tonight. A couple times missed the layup, but this time he connects.
Darnell Williams for 3. Inside T.J. Johnson as Iturbe hits the floor.
And the Did he just fall down? And Jarvis is asking the official also.
Cool being held inside by Posey. No doubt about that. That's the third on Posey.
This is a good job by GW in their offense. It's just a force feed Cool right now. Everybody in foul trouble. Why not throw it high to Cool? Try to get some offense, especially with Misherikov hurt and probably not coming back.
Both teams with 8 fouls in the second half, so Cool to the line, 1-1. The second time in a row he's missed the front end. And Xavier with the 3-point lead. Going to run some offense here now with 9:15 to play. And Teray Braggs will check in. Next whistle.
Zone defense by GW. Trying to protect Cool, who has 4 fouls.
Lumpy's 3, a little too strong. Darnell Williams there for the offensive foul. Criminals picked up Williams there on the baseline, kind of forced him into that turnover.
That was all set up by the hustle by Krivenos. You're correct. He just forced them out of bounds with a good defense, and he threw the bad pass backcourt in violation.
Darnell Williams going to take a seat, and Braggs comes in playing with 4 personals. So both Braggs and Cool on the court with 4. Kamaran, Krivenos. Xavier leads us by 3, 51-48. GW trying to find the zone seam. There's Kamaran with 3. And here's Posey in the open court. Posey. And the block before the shot on Krivenos. Posey at 6'8", running the floor like a point guard.
That was a big-time move by James Posey in the open floor, taking it all the way down by himself. Krivenos is in big trouble. And remind you, Krivenos is a good defender right there, just can't move his feet quick enough. And there is a continuation play that he would get in the pro level, but the fadeaway to get the contact and you use the glass.
That's the 3rd on Krivenos. And the 9th on GW. Posey has 9 points, 4 rebounds. All of Posey's points have come at the line tonight.
Well, James Posey may be a 6th man, but it's who ends the game is the most important. Last year's Atlantic 10, best 6th man in the whole.
Posey with 10. All at the line. 10 of 12 tonight.
10 points. Now he has scored double figures in all 14 games this year.
It's a 5-point Xavier lead. Posey gets them both. And Lenny Brown going to take a seat. Xavier on a 13-2 run to take the 5-point lead. And this zone has been effective for Xavier here in the second half.
See, Cool's got to be cool inside. He can't be too aggressive. They'll call the 5th foul. He's got to move his feet, not his arms.
The freshman Mike King comes up short. Krivenos tries to save it. He does. GW really misses Misherikov out there right now. This is King again. No, gets it to Cool. And he is fouled on the way up. If that is on T.J. Johnson, that would be his 5th. Let's wait and see if it is. No, that would be his 4th. It would be Braggs' 5th. So on Posey, it's his 4th. So now Posey and Braggs have 4. Johnson has 3. Williams has 3. And Lumpkin has 3.
Everybody has 3. I think I have 4-3. Mike King, the freshman, does a nice job there, under control to find Cool inside, get him the basketball. He's just got to make the free throws now for GW.
Cool has missed 3 in a row for the Colonials. Both teams with 19 fouls. Cool 2 of 7 from the line, and Posey takes the seat with 7:42 to play. Cool gets 1 of 2 and stops the bleeding for GW. He's got 7. The lead, Xavier's by 4 with 7:42 to play.
There's a lot of teams out there.
But there's only one classic tea, the Hanes Beef and Tea. For little guys, or big guys. For colors. For softness. Nothing is softer. Absolutely nothing. Remember, without beefy, it's just a tea.
Dear BP, what if you had special trucks that could turn into gas stations? Then we could buy what we need and get to where we're going a lot faster. Signed, Dan.
Dear Dan, we like to keep people moving, from pay at the pump to fast BP shops. P.S. We sent your letter to our engineering group. BP, we keep you moving.
Before you buy a digital wireless phone, Bell Atlantic Mobile wants you to ask this simple question. Does it work just about everywhere? Does it work here? And out here? Does your phone sound clear here? The fact is, Boston, D.C., nobody has more digital coverage with the most advanced digital technology than we do. A cell phone is only as good as the network it's on. Choose Bell Atlantic Mobile.
Mike Jarvis looking for an answer to his foul problems and injury problems in a game that's seen a ton of free throws, Ed. We got about 56 free throws so far in this game. And in the record book, the conference record for free throw attempts by one team.
So Duquesne right now, but this is getting close to GW's most attempts in the Smith Center, where they had 37 versus Bowie State in 85. Now they've already attempted 32, so they may set that record for attempted free throws.
So let's keep an eye on that. Braggs now, 7:30 to go in the game. Lumpkin. Back to Braggs, playing with 4. Johnson against Cole. He's going to take it strong against Cole. Braggs fight for the ball underneath. Thibodeau touches it last. And T.J. Johnson did the right thing. Go right at the big man.
And Skip Brox was saying, you got to be kidding me. That's not a foul. But he kept his hands and his arms straight up. And T.J. Johnson was trying to get the 5th.
Hey, the officials tonight, Joe Mingle, John Cahill, Tom Lopez.
Whatever they get paid, they got their money's worth tonight.
Tell you what, they've worked hard for their money. 53-49 is the count with 7:12 to go. Xavier up by 4. And Gary Lumpkin to trigger it for Xavier. Lumpkin for 3. Just rolls off. And the reach-in foul is going to go against GW.
Well, Lumpkin cannot get it to go down all night. He's been struggling from the outside, but there's Lenny Brown again on an offensive rebound, and the freshman Mike King reaching in.
So Lenny Brown at the line has Xavier out rebounding GW 41-27, and Lenny Brown hits the first. He's got 15 points tonight.
And you got to make free throws. Xavier, one of the best in the country at 77% free throw shooting.
Gets them both. So it's a 6-point Xavier lead. 55-49. King in the corner. Turbe has King open. Rogers fires the 3. And a whistle going to go against Xavier.
I think that's somebody with 4, maybe.
Well, let's see if it's Braggs.
Yeah, I think Mr. Braggs has seen the last second here at the Smith Center. He's going to sit down because when the shot went up, he knocked some people down.
It's the first time this year he has fouled out of a game, so Braggs is the first to go tonight.
And he ends up with only 2 points, Larry. Averages 12 a game. So GW did a good job on him, but in foul trouble just killed Torrey Braggs all evening long.
And 3 boards for Braggs as well. So Iturbe will go to the line with the Colonials down by 6. Iturbe's first one is off the mark. Braggs can't believe it. GW 19 of 33 at the line. Second one of Iturbe, way too strong.
That wasn't close. And where Xavier is cashing in on the foul line, GW is having major problems.
Still a long way to go in this game. 6.5 minutes. Johnson, great move by the big man.
And Cool nowhere to be found because remember he has 4 fouls. If he contests, he gets called. He's out of there, and they need him on the offensive end.
Mike King for 3.
So that's a money basket by the freshman to knock it down. And we're going to have a 20-second timeout by GW.
GW really struggling right now, down by 5, and Masharikov stays on the bench with the injured ankle.
But Mike King and Mike Jarvis is saying to him right now, don't give up, fellas. Yeah, we may have Masharikov's hurt, Cool's got 4, but there's a freshman, Mike King, who comes in the game and has the courage to knock down a 3. Mike King, a high school teammate of Shante Rogers at Lake Clifton, just comes in a big game here in the west of the Atlantic 10 and hits a 3-pointer from distance.
That's his first 3 of his career at GW. Just his 3rd game as a Colonial. On the other end, Xavier taking it strong to the hole.
Well, they're getting good screens set, waiting for people to come off the screens. And in this position, everyone is out on the sidelines. T.J. Johnson uses his quickness.
Lumpkin against Rogers. Johnson playing with 3 fouls. Nate Turner in the game, replacing Braggs, who fouled out. Brown is open, and that's going to be the trifecta for Lenny Brown as he's going to go to the line shooting 3, fouled by Krivenos, and that's the 4th on Krivenos.
Not a good decision by Krivenos to get out there when a jump shooter. You have to go out on the shooter under control. That time he flew at him, lost control of his body, and now Brown goes to the line where he's an excellent free throw shooter for 3.
Lenny Brown has 16 points in this basketball game. Junior from Wilmington, Delaware. And he misses the first.
That's probably because he's tired. He's been out there the whole game. People have been grabbing. He's been grabbing at other people on the defensive end, but he still gets 2 more.
One of Xavier's tri-captains, along with Lumpkin and Pat Kelson, gets the second.
See if he makes this as Xavier keeps putting full court pressure on GW. They've been doing it all evening long.
3rd free throw for Lenny Brown. It's 2 of 3, has 18 points. And the lead is 7 in favor of Xavier with under 6 minutes to play.
Xavier just going to stay back in that zone defense, which they felt very comfortable with Masharikov out of the game with an ankle injury.
Gamba has King, the freshman. Kick ball by Lenny Brown, a new 35 on the shot clock.
Tell you what, he's working the baseline for Jarvis is Mike King. He's going to be open, but you don't want the freshman to take the shot. Right now, they don't really have much outside shooting in that lineup.
Gamba has King. GW showing patience against the zone, but they're down by 7. This is Gamba, finds King. Hangs in the air, draws the foul on Johnson. That's his 4th.
Watch as King works the baseline. They'll rotate the basketball. He's down underneath the basket, number 5. Gamba, good decision to get inside. King uses his body to shield off the defender and lay it in.
Now the 4th on T.J. Johnson. So Mike King, the freshman, scored GW's last 5 points and can make it 6 and can cut the lead to 4 if he converts the free throw. He does.
Good quality minutes, and GW shows full court pressure off the made free throw.
Going back in. King going off for GW right now. Here's King again. Nice play.
How about the poise from the freshman Mike King as he stops and uses the glass for a deuce?
King showing a lot of emotion here at the Smith Center. He's got 8 points, cutting the lead to 2. He's done it single-handedly.
And there's a theory, Larry, that teams that pressure you all the time, like Xavier, a lot of times don't like to be pressed back. And in this situation, King comes up with the pressure, with the steal, gets it off right away to Rogers, and now he's running the floor. Rogers is looking for his high school teammate, gets it, stops, and creates the jumper.
Nice kiss off the glass by King. And you're right, these guys played a lot of basketball in their childhood days.
He could have forced the action by going further into the lane, but he could have drawn an offensive foul. And when you have a shooter's touch like that, why not? And I love the idea of using the backboard. That's a long start.
Not when you shoot.
I like to use the backboard because you bang it hard. You don't have that touch by the backboard.
Mike King, 8 points in this game, and the lead is 2 in favor of Xavier. 5 minutes to go. Posey up top. Ball, good anticipation by Rogers. And Brown is not touching last. That's off of Rogers. Good heads-up move by Brown.
And the other players on Xavier have to realize when Rogers is coming back, you can't make that far of a pass. There's no way because Rogers is so fast to the basketball. You got to come to the ball, forget him, throw to someone else. Rogers could take the game over defensively.
Very smart play by Lumpkin, shielding Rogers from the basketball. Here's Lenny Brown. Loose along the baseline, and a turnover, Xavier.
35-second clock violation. When the ball went out of bounds, they only had 14 seconds to get it in and get a shot.
Xavier stays in the zone. Musketeers up by a deuce. Mike King. Good electric in the closing moments here.
And the fans want him to shoot the ball.
That's King. Nice hesitation. Cool tries to get the rebound. He does. Go high.
How about Alexander Moore avoiding his 5th foul to get it, and he gets a soft touch at the Smith Center.
Lumpkin, beautiful hesitation move by Gary Lumpkin to draw the foul on GW's Rogers. And that is 4 on Rogers. Colonials on a 7-0 run.
And that's crucial. They cannot have Shante Rogers fouling out of this game. It was a good call. He put both hands on Lumpkin driving to the basket, but they need Shante Rogers going down the stretch. You got to move your feet. He's one of the quickest kids in the league. But watch both hands right there, and you got it called.
Beautiful hesitation move by Gary Lumpkin. And he misses the free throw.
Well, we said Shante Rogers and King are high school teammates. Lenny Brown and Lumpkin, so 2 high schools going at each other. One from Maryland and one from Delaware.
Gary Lumpkin now with 5 points, giving Xavier the 1-point lead with 3:52 to go. You don't want to go away.
Atlantic 10, the hottest games in town.
Select IT. One call does it all. If you're a federal employee with an impact card and need IT product fast, call Select IT at 1-888-881-8856 for a 2-day delivery guaranteed.
There's nothing like a live sporting event, and there's nothing better than being at a game. And nothing beats having a great seat at the game. Get great seats for the Redskins and Ravens, great seats for the Orioles, great seats for the Wizards, Capitals, Maryland, Georgetown, and UVA. Any game that you want to go to, you can have a great seat simply by calling Great Seats at 800-853-SEAT. Don't be left standing up when the game starts. Call Great Seats for all your ticket needs. 800-853-SEAT.
Cambridge Technologies, one source for enterprise-wide networking solutions for networks, systems, and applications designed for your company. Dial 888-402-1300.
What's on HTS? Get online to get ready to play. HTS Online.
Login confirmed.
www.htsonline.com.
Back to the Smith Center, Larry Michael, Ed Stefanski, 60-59. Xavier with a 1-point lead, and that's how it ended last year here at the Smith Center between these two teams.
And they look the same because most of the starters for both teams are back this year. As Brad just missed the layup, but there was the best six-man in the Atlantic 10, Posey with the offensive putback. And there's Posey again.
Xavier up by 1. GW has gotten a big boost from the freshman, Mike King, with 8 points off the bench in the second half. There's the freshman. Cool on the offensive glass.
I'm very impressed with Poole. He's not banging. He's using his superior height on TJ Johnson to get the offensive rebounds.
So GW up by 1, 3:20 to play. Posey against Gonba. No doubt about that. Big body bump by the freshman, Pat Gonba, and that is his 4th.
This is a mismatch. Posey, one of the best players in the A-10, tries to go baseline. Gonba trying to come up with the upper body to push him off, and definitely a push.
Posey, get this, 11 of 13 from the line in this game. Those are all of his points. Has not converted a bucket yet from the field. He's in a groove from the stripe. Turbe back in, replacing Pat Gonba, who leads with 4 fouls. Posey has 12.
Xavier stayed in that zone defense, something that Skip Prosser really doesn't play much of. He likes that strong man-to-man defense, but GW's been having problems from the outside, so they're going to stay in the zone 3-2.
Total ball game, deadlocked at 61. Freshman Turbe has Criminals. Nice dish to Cool.
What they're worried about, King on the baseline, they forgot Criminals in the middle. They got the ball. Criminals looks for his teammate Cool right away. Cool uses the glass.
Lenny Brown stops it, pops.
Now we're getting offense on both sides.
Lenny Brown with 20. Score still tied. Just like last year. Turbe, Mike King, the freshman.
See, they're all so worried about the baseline. The middle is wide open in the zone.
Criminals almost throws it away. 14 on the shot clock. Great quick hands by Lenny Brown to deflect it out with 11 on the shot clock.
And King just has to relax and realize speed is not what you want in basketball. To pick up the ball, fake, make Xavier commit themselves, and then it'll make a better passing angle for yourself.
Shot clock winding down. Criminals has to think about offense. Ball lobbed down, almost off the glass and in. Rogers with a new 35.
Bring it back out.
Throws it into the GW bench.
A poor decision by Shante Rogers. He had nothing. Bring it back out. What's the difference? It's 63-63. Possession of the basketball is crucial right now, and that's what Mike Jarvis knows about.
1:58 to play. The score is tied. Lumpkin to Johnson. Six players on the court right now with 4 personal fouls. Lenny Brown against Criminals. Brown from the foul line, maybe Cool with the piece, the foul against Xavier. And if that is on Williams, that is his 4th.
Well, Mike Jarvis rolled the dice by putting Cool back in the lineup with almost 11 minutes in the second half with 4 fouls, and it's worked because on the offense end, he's done it, and right there he got a piece of Lenny Brown's shot, and he's telling him that's a great job. Jarvis is telling the big guy Cool right now, playing within himself with 4 fouls.
Andre Criminals is a 72% free throw shooter, 2 for 2 tonight from the line. The score is tied with 1.5 minutes to play.
Noted for his defense, all 3 points tonight from the line.
Criminals looking to give GW the 2-point lead. Criminals tries to save it off of Williams, with a quick hands by Darnell Williams, catches the basketball. Xavier looking for the go-ahead hoop. Lumpkin to Posey. T.J. Johnson. Nice move inside against Cole. Lumpkin gets it back. Lenny Brown for three. Kansas. And down goes Posey.
Well, Lenny Brown, 23 points, 15 in the second half. I mean, bodies are flying inside the lane. Cool is not getting in foul trouble. T.J. Johnson throws one up here, but T.J. Johnson can't get the roll inside. They find Lenny Brown wide open. As you see, people are slipping on the floor at that time. Freebanos goes down. Lenny Brown wide open.
Under a minute to play. Xavier up by 2. Cool in the paint to Todd.
Maybe not the best shot, fade away from 7'1" guy, but it goes down. That was a wild one.
GW will get another possession. There's a 9-second discrepancy between the shot clock and the game clock. Lenny Brown against Criminals. Score is tied. A whistle, a timeout by Xavier with 14 on the shot clock. Skip Prosser wants a full timeout to talk this final shot over. Drum at the Smith Center, tie score. 22 seconds to play in the game. We'll be back after
this. The Internet. Billions of miles of cable connecting employers with some of the best and brightest minds in the country. The students and alumni of the Atlantic 10 Career Centers. To advertise your full-time, part-time, or internship opportunities, contact your Atlantic 10 Career Center or call JobTrack. 800-999-TRACK.
Is it 5/16 or 9/32? Standard socket or metric? What you need is Gator Grip. It's a single socket that fits any size nut or bolt, small, medium, or large. Gator Grip replaces all these sockets. The secret is these 54 spring-loaded pins. They retract to form tightly around whatever size bolt you have. Watch. This man has to change sockets with every bolt. But this man is using Gator Grip. No searching, no changing. He's done. Gator Grip is so versatile, it can tackle wing nuts, square nuts, broken nuts, and rusted nuts.
This is what I used to haul around with me, but no more. Now this is all I need. Whatever the job, Gator Grip can tackle it.
Why spend hundreds of dollars on all these tools? All you need is Gator Grip. Order now, and you'll also get this power adapter that turns any drill or power screwdriver into a power Gator Grip. This is one offer you won't want to miss. So get a grip. Get Gator Grip now.
Back to the Smith Center. Tie game, 22.9 to play. Larry Michael with Ed Stefanski.
The ball goes inside the Cool, where he's been dominating here in the second half. The last 9 points for GW has been all Mr. Cool. 8 of the 9 points he scored inside, and he's done it with 4 fouls, getting position without fouling.
70 free throw attempts in this game. 33 for Xavier, 37 for GW.
GW will stay man-to-man, a difficult assignment because you have 5 athletes out there for Xavier. Lenny Brown will probably try to take it one-on-one.
10 on the shot clock. Brown against Criminals. Good dish to Posey for the slam.
Give credit to Skip Prosser on the timeout. Excellent execution by Xavier. Diagrammed it.
Posey's first field goal of the game. Rogers, 4 seconds to go. Cool to tie it. Can't get it to go. King, though, with the rebound, too late.
I think he's got a foul. He's got a foul. King's going to go to the line for 2.
Joe Mingle with the foul. No time on the clock. And he's going to get 2 with a chance to tie it.
I think it definitely was called before the clock went off. I did not hear the horn. I saw Mingle put his right hand up that there was a foul before the horn went off. Let's see what we got here. Watch the clock.
Cole tries to tie it.
Right-hand corner's Mingle. You can't see him. He's up in the right-hand corner.
Looks like time had expired. Looked like time had expired when he went up with that basketball from a different angle. You see the clock up in the top. Maybe on the first time up, there was a fraction left. We're going to have to wait and see.
Well,
Joe Mingle's going to come over here. He's going to want to take a look.
Yeah, can you show us again? There's really no time. We can't see the clock.
I want to see it. I want to make sure.
So we get Joe Mingle a look at it here on our monitor. Here it is.
You're up here.
Mike King is the player right there. We're going to take another look at it. Everybody taking a look at the replay. Cool with the shot. Mike King gets the ball. There's the foul.
Stop. Right there. There it is. Right there.
The foul before the basket. We're going to see 2 free throws for Mike King. The foul came before the made bucket with .1 on the clock, if anything. What do you think, Eddie?
I definitely think I saw Mingle's right hand go up before the horn went off. He has it right now, and it's still 1/10 of a second on it. Mingle had the call, and he's going to go to the line, but not an easy spot for the freshman.
Wow.
Well,
the foul on the first attempt up for the bucket. Then the horn expired. Then he put it back, so the foul came on the first attempt.
Sure, the bucket was no good. That's all. They just wanted to see if they had it. You couldn't see Joe Mingle, the official, in it, but I saw his right hand go up, and he still had 1/10 of a second when he's calling it. I think this is a good call to put him on the line. See, Mingle's up in the right-hand corner up high. You cannot see him right now.
Okay, take a look at King after he rebounds. He goes straight up with the basketball right there.
They got it.
Foul.
Right
as that clock went to 0. So conceivably the foul comes with .1.
Right, exactly.
On the clock.
And Mingle's arm is up. Now that young man has to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. And remember, he's got to make both to get overtime. A lot of pressure.
This is his 3rd college basketball game of his career. Eligible for the 2nd semester. Mike King goes to the line. Not going to be anybody at that free throw line. He's going to be standing there by himself, needing to make both to send it to OT.
Well, he's 3 for 4 on the season, 1 for 1 in this game tonight, and a lot of pressure on this young man. Remember, he has to make both.
Young man from Baltimore, Maryland, Mike King, needs them both. Gets the first.
Well, that was pretty smooth. Is there ice waters in the vein of Mike King right now? Big one now.
Goodness. Well, this is it. He makes it. We have OT. He misses. Xavier wins by 1.
And here's the big play.
Draw your own judgment. Mike King in the center of the lane gets the basketball. There he is. Comes down. Gets fouled. It depends on what Joe Mingle blew the whistle. and we can't see Joe Mingle. He had to make the call, and he did using the replay. So we got 5 more minutes of basketball here at the Smith Center.
Hey, it's been a great game. Why not 5 more minutes? The fans are loving it.
Cool and Posey. Cool controls.
You think Mike King has some confidence now? Final 5 minutes in here in overtime. I'll bet you he feels good about shooting the basketball. Wow. It's a coming out party for Mike King. GW has found something.
Back Gumbo with it. Here's King. Still 15 on the shot clock. King for 3. Comes up way short. That's Rogers.
And there's the offensive rebound off the floor. Rogers, one of the best rebounders, at 4 rebounds a game, and he's only 5'4".
TJ Johnson for Xavier. Posey over to Lumpkin. TJ challenges Poole inside. Big scrum of people on the ground. The ball goes Xavier's way. Touched last by GW. And you got to give TJ credit. He went strong right at Poole.
Well, sometimes when you try to foul someone out and you're just going into guys, he's off balance, trying to get the foul right there. Good job by Poole just to go down, and now we've seen this all night long. Bodies all over the Smith Center floor.
Lenny Brown has Williams for 3, and he's fouled by King.
And another 2 bodies on the floor. We've had knockdowns and hurries and everything.
Darnell Williams, 19 points. Check that 20. And the foul on Mike King, his second.
Lenny Brown does a nice job in the penetration, getting the GW defense to collapse on him and finds Williams wide open. Williams ready to accept and shoot.
Williams with a 4-point play, can't get it. It's a 1-point Xavier lead in overtime. Turbo. Now Rogers. This is King.
This might be the longest Xavier's been in zone all year long with foul trouble.
Rogers has King in the corner. Rogers trying to sneak in for the rebound. King not using his legs on that jumper. Comes up short the second time straight. You think that drama drained him a little bit.
Well, he's already a hero at GW. In his freshman year, people remember that forever right there. Going to the foul line, nobody on the foul line, no time on the clock.
Musketeers with a 1-point lead, 71-70, 3.5 to play. Lenny Brown to Williams. Lumpkin for 3. Rebound for Shante Rogers. That is his 3rd of the game. This is Rogers for Krivenos. Xavier stays in the zone.
To protect him, they got so much foul trouble. Skip Proctor knows you got to stay back in that zone.
10 on the shot clock. Krivenos from way downtown. GW on the offensive board. King knifing in. And 1.
And that will be it for James Posey as he's going to pick up his 5th foul. King, the hero tonight so far at the Smith Center, makes the good drive, the body control. Right now you got to worry about the outside shot. He takes the baseline, takes away the offensive foul by sliding back in. Watch the body control by number 5, Mike King, to avoid the offensive foul.
James Posey, the second Musketeer to foul out of this game. And really going back to that key play, I want to make a point before this game is over that call was Joe Mingles. You could not see him as the shot is missed. You could not see him in the replay call the foul.
Right, exactly, but he was up with his arm up. Again, if the call is correct, you got to give a lot of credit to King to knock those 2 foul shots down.
GW up by 1 now. Darnell Williams up top to Lenny Brown. Brown likes the pressure. Ball deflected. Poole has it. And Rogers now going to slow the tempo with 2 minutes to play. And GW wants a timeout. GW wants a timeout with 1:59 to play and a 1-point lead. And excitement at the Smith Center. Drama at the end of regulation. We're in overtime. What will we see Saturday on the Atlantic 10 Network as Temple takes on LaSalle? That's a whole town on the line Saturday at 2. Check your local listings for the station near you.
Well, John Chaney has a young ball club, but they're getting better as the season goes on. Skip Prosser now huddles the Musketeers around them. They're down 1. They're back in that zone defense. Plenty of time, just under 2 minutes left in OT.
Well, the end of this game in regulation is going to be talked about for quite some time.
You can't tell. The replay doesn't show it. Joe Mingle just wanted to see where, I guess, he felt the foul was called. And he made the call, and that's
Joe
it.
Mingle, as he made the call, as he left, he said the putback came after the foul. I think there might have been some confusion because that ball went in the hole after King threw it up on the second effort.
Right. Well, then if that was the only thing he was looking for and he felt he had the foul all the way before, then obviously the second one was not, in my mind, any question at all. That was well after the whistle.
And there's still 1:59 to play. Shante Rogers leads GW with 23. Lenny Brown, same number for the Musketeers. Turbay to King. GW with 17 on the shot clock. Freshman Turbay.
They're worried about King a little bit more.
Criminals has King. That's King again. And the offensive foul after the bucket. The charge after the bucket. It goes.
Did they give him the bucket?
I think they did.
Yes, they did. You're right. Would you exchange 2 points to send someone down to the free-throw line? He goes hard. The ball is definitely released, and he charges T.J. Johnson. That's a good call by the official. The ball was out of his hands. Skip Prosser's T.J. Johnson will go to the line.
T.J. Johnson is an 80% free throw shooter, 3 of 4 from the line tonight. He's a senior, and he hits the first.
We were in the penalty situation with like 19 minutes to go in the second half. Holy smokes, a lot of fouls tonight.
TJ gets the roll. He's got 9, and the lead is 1 now with a minute 35 to play. The Criminals. This has been King from the 5-minute mark on. He's got 12 points in this game. Trying to get it down low to Poole. Forced it through. Turnover GW with 1:18 to play.
And you're going to live with the good things and the bad things from a freshman right there. Tried to force something inside quickly. Had plenty of time left on the 35-second clock.
Gary Lumpkin works against Rogers, 74-73. Lenny Brown for the lead. A little too strong. Rogers weak side.
No reason to rush.
King's going to go to the line shooting 2 with 54 seconds to play.
Well, Shante Rogers took the ball down for Mike Jarvis. Colonials rushed the ball down with a 1-point advantage. Felt they needed to get the offense. Maybe didn't want to get Xavier's zone set. Mike King has been working that baseline all second half, and they have not taken the baseline away at all, and he's making a living in the second half down there.
Foul's going to go against Nate Turner, not Gary Lumpkin. No, it is on Lumpkin. It is on Lumpkin. And that's the 5th on him.
They got Lumpkin from behind.
So the third Musketeer fouls out.
And if you want to know, these two teams meet again February 16th in Cincinnati at the Cincinnati Gardens.
I want to know.
Get the pads out for that one.
So Mike King hits the free throw to give GW the 2-point lead.
Who said the West Division Atlantic 10 doesn't play physical basketball? Most physical game all year long in the league.
King hits them both. He's got 16. That's certainly a career high in just his third game at GW, and it's a 3-point lead. Do you go for the three with this much time left?
You either go for the three quickly or you just push it back inside. They're going for two.
GW double teams T.J. Johnson.
Oh, he's got it.
Lenny Brown for the tie. Rogers has it. King. There is no discrepancy. There's a fractional discrepancy between the shot clock and the game clock as the foul goes against Xavier.
Well, Lenny Brown had to look for three. Cool rushed at him when he shot it. I don't know if Cool got him after the shot was released. Did Cool knock him down?
It was outside the arc.
Brown has a wide open shot right there.
Tough angle.
Yeah.
Shante Rogers from the line, 9 of 12. Misses.
Big shot here, makes it 4. 2 possessions for Xavier to win the basketball game or tie it. Big shot here.
Shot clock is off, 25.2 to go. He missed them both. 3-pointer to tie it for Xavier.
You got to get a three. They have a timeout?
You got a timeout left. They're not going to call one. So this is it. Lenny Brown needs a three to tie it against Criminals. Loses it. Rogers clock winding down, and he is fouled. Way before the shot.
Well, Krivenos noted as a good defender. His nickname, the Iron Curtain, does a great defensive job here as Brown goes up, loses the handle ball. It wasn't Krivenos, even his defense, he just lost the handle of the basketball. And this game looks like it's over if Rogers can make one of them.
He missed 2 moments ago. It's not over yet. Rogers needs one. Ties it, gets it with 2.9 to play.
Well, it certainly was a wild one here at the Smith Center.
Shante Rogers ties his career high with 25 points. And GW calls a timeout, leading by 5 with 2.9 to play.
Well, it was a late arriving crowd at the Smith Center, but they got into it quickly, and it's been a bruising battle.
Well, we're going to talk about it tonight. We're going to talk about it for weeks to come. I'm sure the end of regulation time in this game, a foul with what appeared to be no time on the clock. The freshman Mike King hits both free throws, and the referees need some assistance to make the call at the end on the clock, which is a real deal in college basketball. They can use the monitor for a clock situation.
Well, Joe Mingo is up in the right-hand corner. You can't see him. But when Mike King, the freshman, rebounds the ball and goes back up, there's a foul. Now he's got it. He's got his right arm up. He was coming over to see, too, if that bucket went in because you couldn't hear anything. But he had his right arm up with 2 seconds, 0.2 of a second to 1/10 to have his right arm up. He got the foul called. I think he got it right, but you got to give the freshman Mike King to go to that line. Nobody on the line. The Smith Center crowd quiet, and he nails 2. And I mean swish 2.
But if you're Skip Prosser, you got to say, well, wait a minute. Maybe those free throws should not have been allowed.
Well,
gonna have to take a look at tape himself, I think.
Yeah, maybe should have, could have. It doesn't matter. The official called it.
Wow. Rogers steals it. That does it. 78-73. GW wins it tonight at the Smith Center. For Ed Stefanski, Larry Michael, Thanks for sticking with us tonight at the Smith Center. Final score tonight, 78-73. GW wins it in overtime. Next up on the Atlantic 10 Network this Saturday, Temple and LaSalle. Maybe it'll be this thrilling.